Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. We're going to be talking about the update that just happened. Academy came out, new draws, new system, new icons, and a couple things that you guys should be farming and not forgetting about because a lot of things are ending. So let's jump in and talk about the two new shop things. First, we're going to jump into that they changed the whole setup here. Your campaign stuff here, basically the free stuff is going to be here, including if you're on mobile. You do watch an ad, get a 10 draw. Special tab has all the paid stuff in it with one of the new things I want to talk about. Evercrisis Academy is going to be filtered, limited banners, and then feature banners. And your stamp card is now going to be over here on the bottom left, right beside your wish list. So that's basically the gist of it, right? Instead of having like the stamp card button over here, and having all this, it's still cluttered. It's still a lot of banners. And I feel like they should have worked on something else besides, let's work on the banner section. There's other things that we need a quality of life on. But yeah, they did that. So just giving you a heads up. That's it. Now, the new thing I want to talk about is this. Don't forget your free draw, by the way. It resets for 29 days. It resets. This new one just came out and it is an interesting one. You can wish list on this because there's guaranteed 5 stars on the stamp card. If you look at the stamp card, 5-star guaranteed. So this is good for new players. Older players, especially spenders, are going to have all this maxed out already. And if you don't, it's kind of weird to come in here, spend the red crystals. Let's just say you're an OB7 Murasami. Are you really going to come in here and spend that to get over boosting? Now, overboosting 20 and 30 might be something they do. So now that like when you overboost plus 10, plus 20, plus 30, it might be significant. So that might be useful later, but we don't know what they're going to do with the system. They want to change it. They just don't know what they're going to do yet or what's holding them back. But for anyone that's new coming in, some of these weapons are pretty good. There is a way to look at all of them. Yeah, here you go. So these are all your choices. If you are going to come in here, some of the good ones, if you don't have Zac, obviously from Monster Hunter, because you're new, Murasami Cloud, Thunder Weapon is the only one in the game right now, besides Kate Sith Banner for physical lightning. So if you still want someone like that, Cloud is there. You've got Angeal's weapon here, which has physical defense up, physical attack increase. This is a really good one. You've got Centipede off of Matt over here. If you don't have Vincent's Limited Earth one magic, you could do Lucia's. Kate Sith really good at the moment with his new setup, right? So you can do this for water resist down. That's a good option there. Junk Collar's not bad too. Using red 13, magic attack decrease high. Another good pickup. The ceremonial sword on Zac is a good one too. Great R abilities while also giving you physical attack increase high on self, so taking care of himself. Not something you got to push towards. If you want to use wind damage on Vincent, that's an option, but these are just like pushing now. If you don't have any ice setups, you can do edge wings on Sephiroth, especially if you got an exploit weapon. This still works. I beat Escalation 15 bunny with this, or the Ton bunny, the Ton berry that looks like a bunny rabbit. I use my Sephiroth with exploit and this edge wings over here. Right, so not a bad one, but realistically, it's like Murasami, Edge Wings for DPS, Bear's Assault Gun if you use him as a healer, Junk Collar, lower magic attack, Centipede for Matt, Earth, Water Resist down, and Angeal's Sword over here. Everything else kind of can skip out on to DPS thing, not really worth it. Yeah, first use. I would say those are probably the best ones to think about. You could even go... if Tifa's not going to be full main DPS, physical attack is decreased. It could come in handy, but it's one of those banners where you got to spend red crystals, 500 to do a pull, right? So it's, you can at least try the first pull, because it gives you that first option on the stamp card. And then you got that guaranteed OB10 weapon, and this plays in hand with the new shop item, which under passes, they added a new shop pass. For 30 days, you get 100 blue crystals, so total of 3,000 blue crystals with 650 red crystals, all for $4. I'm not a spender on gacha games because I like to play them for free. Doesn't mean spending on it is bad as long as you have a roof over your head, you pay your bills, and you're not hurting yourself or anyone, right? And you have money, you're not addicted. Definitely be careful with spending money on gachas because like once you break that seal, you start like, oh, I could spend 4 here, 10 here, and then you start going in debt. Be careful. But $4, really good deal if you're a light spender, right? 30 days, 3,600 total crystals, but 650 every month, and then stuff like this, 500 blue crystals. I'd probably, save it up and go for anything that's like a red crystal buy that has more weapon parts or something like that, right? something like, let's see, here you go, 3,000 red crystals. It's got weapon parts. I value weapon parts a lot, so if you can just save up those red crystals as you go and just go for the packs that come up with, you know, the weapon parts, that's my recommendation. Save those red crystals if you do buy that pack until you have a total of 3,000 to grab stuff like this, like Sid, 100 weapon parts, because that could be used on any weapon. To me, that's valuable versus getting something you can wishlist over time. So not recommending the 500 red crystal, but it is a good way for new players or players who will be behind to catch up. But with how many free draws we get, ticket pulls we get, right? These add up very, very quick. You will OB10 these weapons. So it's more of a new player thing. So that's what they did. New banner feature, new thing, new pass. You mix that $4 pass with the season pass and you're spending... Mine's Canadian, I believe, $13.99, so about 20 bucks or less, and you get all this stuff, 7,500 red crystals, plus the 3,000, plus the, blue crystals, plus the red. You're getting about 11,000 crystals per month and all these goodies for under $20. So for light spending, that's actually pretty decent, right? Again, I'm a free-to-play player, level 136. I have a bunch of weapons, OB10, right? If you look at my rarity, that's red, and then the rest is OB6, OB10. Right, and I'm a free-to-play day one player. So patience, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Everybody gets to the end eventually. Some just get there faster if they pay for it. So that is one of the notices that came in. I believe I'm going to go through the game because it's pretty straightforward. Escalation, Academy, nothing in here we need to talk about specifically. Login bonuses are really good. If you... I got a screenshot, or actually my stream last night. I waited to collect everything. You can see 100 Glenn weapon parts for his ultimate, and then 7,810 for doing all the content. I did everything last night up to Escalation 15, co-ops, everything I could, and that's how many crystals I got for completing all the new stuff. So a little heads up on what you'll be getting. But we got a login here. These are new boxes which allow you to pick any of these characters. So hell yeah, Tifa and Aerith. There's so many weapons I need to OB10 and OB6, especially if you're someone who got her limited weapons, Bahamut, Kimura Wand, the one that does magic defense down, magic attack up. Really, really good. So these are my two choices, 100%. So that goes along with the other one, and then another total of 3,000 blue crystals coming. So that's 7,800 plus 3,000, over almost 11,000 blue crystals for this event, not including when they update the Academy story with more content, there's gonna be more blue crystals. So great login. We also have that mission chocobo board looking thing from Opera Omnia. First page was very easy to clear. Got myself more blue crystals there, right? 1,000, and then this clear is gonna get us Mithril ingots, and then the last clear is gonna get us the new wallpaper, which looks fantastic. I'm actually going to be using these wallpapers because I really like them. Good rewards in here overall. And that's pretty much it for the login stuff. So let's jump in. Co-op Odin is here. Make sure you do grab every single blue crystal you can out of this because there's the easy stages to the highest, and this is the best way to farm him. All right. The EX was pretty straightforward. We did a triple DPS, 2 Tifas, and my Vincent. We all had reprieve, survived the first attack, and then we just destroyed him with our Earth setups. But you can do it with a healing team and all that. You know, just a normal Odin fight. Really good way to farm up, so make sure you guys are farming up the very hard too, because you need a lot of noble memories. A lot. So take that opportunity to do it while it's out. Under events, things that are ending, before we jump to new stuff, make sure you guys claim everything you can here, especially the tower one, because all the exchanges, I'll show you what I ended up getting. It was just things I needed or I had nothing else on mine, right? Fire weapons, I went for my count and what I needed personally. Citric Wand, I made Yuffie OB10 on ice. I didn't have OB10 on that. I needed this, not even OB6 yet, right? Things for Kate Sip to water resist down. I got the Omni costume for Sephiroth, so I started increasing his things. Going for that Tempest. In the wind, I needed magic wind setup, so I'm trying to make Cloud. Same thing with Yuffie, right? And then Earth, I didn't have Hawkeye, and then Vincent's weapon, so that was going to be helpful. And then I went for 100%. I didn't have Tranquility because I didn't pull for Angeal, so that was a no-brainer because I own every other weapon here. OB0, and I just gave Glenn's because of the water. I don't have a good water physical setup, so slowly, I guess I'll work on him, especially once Sid becomes part of the limited banner. I might get more Glenn, but aiming for that Sid Ice Enfeeble weapon once they put it into that draw, because they're going to be updating it. So yeah, that's going to be ending. overall, the other one that's going to be ending is the bunny berry here. Don't forget to collect all these as well. Hopefully you guys made 15 on that. It was the harder one, and they kind of learned from that, Odin and Tomberry, because this new one, the Escalation, was a lot easier. You still have 6 days on this. Guild battle's over. We made 8th place. Congrats to my guild. You guys are amazing, and everyone that's always constantly awake, making sure there's attacks going out and everything's organized. You guys are fantastic. Everyone puts in so much effort. So congrats on top 8, guys. You definitely put in the work for that. So Escalation challenge came out. This is more towards his shop. I'm going to be saving mine. I know I need 1 more ticket to get 10 tickets total, but I'm not really pulling at the moment. So I'm going to kind of wait because this is going to be updated on May 28th. On May 28th, so a little less than a month away, and they're going to be updating it. So this might get renewed, 2 copies for 60 instead of 1 copy for 60. So now I'm holding off now that I bought all these and 3 of these for a draw that I did. So I probably even didn't need to get those 3. So if you can save, definitely save. If you're using them, use them, right? But just a little heads up. Also, there should be co-op weapon parts here. Crisis is going to be updated as well. I still need the Zac weapons. I'm going to grab that, grab my gotcha ticket, and that's pretty much what I do for my Crisis dungeon. I don't grab anything else out of that. So, Crisis dungeon did update today, so make sure you grab those as well. So, Escalation, it was actually really easy. I soloed this, made a really quick build. I believe 28 is the proper one. Yeah, I used motor drive. Her Daffodil, that's not OB6 for exploit. Red 13 came in, brought in that win resistance decreased, and I used magic attack down just to survive, and Aerith brought in heals. You can use any healer for this realistically, and yeah, I did totally fine. I just auto battled it, and it didn't give me much trouble. You should bring someone in with like defense down, physical defense down to help Tifa, but this worked on auto battle for 15. So like I said, the other escalations were really hard. This one pretty straightforward, didn't have to use anything. This is my setup that you can see here. Red 13 is doing the wind resist down, so I didn't bring Flora Wand. Technically I could use it so that we can get physical defenses decreased, but honestly it was pretty straightforward to get all those rewards. So I ended up doing really well there, leaving me with these rewards to get after. So I think I'm going to be able to get 20 done if I really put all my stuff together and maybe even pull for Tifa's other weapon. So that's the new Escalation. And then story, I actually voice acted and had a really good time with the story. It's not terrible. It's actually funny. It's a little cringy. It is different, and I don't mind it. I love the artwork. I love seeing all the characters in different ones. Zac looks fantastic here. So does Tifa, Aerith, and Barrett. Little Moogle in the background there. They're going to give us a wallpaper for this. Overall, great stuff in the shop. Sephiroth gets a ruler, folding ruler, which has HP, boost attack. Physical is really nice. Some defense is decreased there. Lots of gotcha tickets, lots of increase for your overspeed, more gotcha tickets. You can't go wrong, right? There is a new materia, arrow with triangle. So those are going to be your arrow, what do you call it? Potency up with some kind of magic attack or physical attack, depending on which one you build. Weapon parts, 100. So great event, right? It's your standard event. Missions are pretty straightforward. New wallpaper just for spending stamina. So overall great, and everything was very straightforward. I didn't have to think about it. I think I used my Ice Vincent, who's not OB10 yet, with no Sid, and I just did everything without a win team. Make sure when you guys are doing the co-op, bring in a weapon with boost. So do your due diligence to get this to OB6 as fast as possible. That's what you should be buying first. So when you go into co-op, if you didn't pull for Tifa right now, you're bringing in some kind of bonus. But yeah, there's a daily on this. Mine's at 0 to 1. Make sure you do it because it's part of the Chocobo boards too. Story, again, I'm probably going to upload a video. I think Alexia is editing right now where I just voice acted the whole thing. Very silly, very fun, nothing crazy, right? And then, yeah, everything else is straightforward. Co-op, make sure you bring percentages. So, big update, but also very simple update. Lots of rewards, lots of good stuff. And like I talked about those weapon boxes, the login, we have the 6 from before. My choice here is going to be Tifa or Aerith, most likely Tifa to get her exploit weapon OB6. And then this new one coming out has even more options. But again, it's going to be Tifa and Aerith for me. Overall, fantastic update. If you guys are going for that new pass, $4, it's really good value. Again, you can completely play this game as a free-to-play. I do really good in all the content. The only stuff I don't beat is the critical stuff by myself. But realistically, what are you missing out on? 100 blue crystals, right? So if I don't pass this, I miss this title. which nobody really cares when they look at your profile. And then I think it's 100 or 200 blue crystals. Either way, spending hundreds of dollars or a lot of time trying to reset and do this, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. As a free-to-play, you can do everything else. So, I think I covered it all. If I missed anything, let me know. A lot of good stuff, a lot of updates. Oh, there's new icons. There's new icons. That's going to be the last thing, and then we're going to end the video. They updated the resist. So if you go to our abilities, your boost lightning, resist down, wind, all that have like a little hexagon shape around it now, so it's easier to tell apart. And then there's like that new defense boost one over there. It looks like they changed it. I don't know. But for sure, they changed the wind resist, water resist, all that beautiful stuff. So that is it. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.